Guys, this was the hardest to get Nike SB Dunk the entire year. So let's find out if all that Nike sneakers pain was worth it. Holy shit. It's a Nike SB box. Here we go, guys. This is the Yuto Horigome Nike SB Dunk Low. Ooh, something pretty interesting. This tongue is actually a lot thinner than your standard super fat tongue Nike SB Dunk. This feels like a midpoint between like a regular Nike Dunk tongue and then an SB super fat tongue. Not to mention that the inner sock liner feels incredibly soft. Look at this freaking colorway. It is looking pretty damn good if you ask me. The leather doesn't feel anything incredible. The suede or the nubuck material again feels pretty standard, but you do get some really nice brown suede around the back. Now, you do get some extra laces in this shoe, so we've got pink and brown. I think this is just such a good looking pair of dunks. Like it's nothing crazy. You know, it doesn't have any like freaking cutaway, tearaway materials or really interesting branding or anything like that. It's just simple, clean, very easy to wear, nice colors, you know, a lot of earth tones with the brown, this kind of steel gray for the overlay. This apparently is the most limited Nike SB Dunk that we've seen this year. Yeah, so more limited than the Fly Streetwear Dunks or the Haritos Nike SB Dunk, so incredibly hard to get. I'm not entirely sure what the strategic idea behind that is from Nike, but what I do know as far as a dunk, this is probably one of the most special dunks that we've seen this entire year, because this collaboration makes perfect sense. Typically, Nike SB Dunk collaborations are with a skate shop or ice cream or a soda, but this time they chose to do a collaboration with Yuto Horigome, who is the world's first person to win gold at the 2020 Olympic Games for skateboarding. So this pair of shoes being an SB Dunk, it just makes perfect sense that they do a collaboration with a professional skateboarder. Not to mention, he's the world's first person to win a gold medal. That can never change. Nobody else can be the first. So I think this pair of shoes is going to age very well in the timeline of SB Dunk. So let me know if you were one of the very lucky few who managed to get your hands on these things. But now that we're taking a look at the most limited dunks of 2023, let's also take a look at the easiest pair to get. And that's exactly what's in this box. Even though this was the easiest pair to get, I actually forgot about the release, turned up to the website like 4 minutes late, and it had still sold out. The exact same box, so nothing special about the branding on this one. I will say you do get some special paper on here, some slight branding, but let's see this pair of sneakers, guys. The long-awaited, crazy Nike SB Dunk Low Supreme. This one is kind of like the polar opposite to the last pair that we took a look at. This one is a lot more crazy, a lot more going on, and definitely not as toned down. Look at this. You get a little tag on the pair of shoes saying world famous Supreme. You also get kind of classic Supreme insoles, which is really nice. So this is obviously part of the Rammellzee pack that Supreme dropped. There was a high top version, which I actually think I prefer the color of the high top, but obviously I prefer Nike Dunk Low. But the exact same print in all over canvas material, and then all of these overlay panels are an incredibly soft suede. You also get a massive gold Supreme logo as the debray, which is definitely in your face. I guess you can take this off if you don't want that huge piece of gold on the front of your shoe. In terms of extra laces, you only get one pair, so you just get white. So this pair, like I said, is pretty much the polar opposite, not just in design, but also the fact that this was the highest stock Nike SB Dunk of this entire year as well. So this was apparently the easiest to get. Now, so far, they've only released through Supreme's website, so they're yet to have a full global release. At least one of the pairs from this pack should have a release on the Nike sneakers app, potentially other retailers, but we're gonna have to wait and see. If there's any more updates on that, if they do end up dropping, for anybody that did miss out, I will keep you guys in the loop. Nevertheless, guys, I think this is actually a really cool pair of dunks. It is very loud, so it is gonna be an acquired taste. So let me know down in the comment section, which one are you going for? These both dropped very close to each other, so you're going for the Yutos or the Supreme Dunks? Alright guys, quickly gonna jump in here. I want to tell you guys about Represent's brand new denim collection. They rebuilt their entire denim line to now offer way more silhouettes. So whether the style you're looking for is slim, straight leg, baggy, they've got plenty of different options within those categories. But let me show you guys my personal favorite picks. The initial Carpenter denim is one of the most comfortable Carpenter pants that I've ever been able to find. It's made of 99% cotton and 1% elastane. They've got these initial patches stitched into the denim itself, which I think is a really cool look. Next up is the denim cargos, which is actually really interesting. I don't know how many times I've ever tried denim cargos, but somehow I really like the way that these things look. My favorite piece from this entire collection has to be their new denim jacket. There's one thing that I found with Represent is that they freaking nail jackets every single time, and this one might be one of the best. You've got adjustable wrist hems and an adjustable waist. It's a nice super clean zip opening so you don't have all of the buttons running down the center. And the denim itself, somehow they've managed to make super comfy. Listen, there is a ton of really dope pieces as part of this collection, so definitely check it out with the link in my description. Now, Represent has a brand new size guide along with this new denim collection, so that's super helpful. However, I'll also add my dimensions and the sizes that I'm wearing down in the description below. Thank you so much, guys, for using my links when I have them. It honestly helps the channel out massively. Thank you to Represent for sponsoring today's video, but let's get back to it. Right, next up, we've got a bit of a bigger box. It's one of my greatest steals that I've had this entire year. Man, we've got no pull tabs in today's video. So this is a very rare purchase from StockX, but the deal on this pair was just too freaking good. This is the Yeezy Quantum Miss Slate. Right, so this is absolutely wild. I know that a lot of people don't like Yeezy Quantums, but for the people who do, right now is a freaking field day. This is a brand new colorway that literally just dropped this month. But take a look at this, guys. I'm just gonna fold over my address. How much did I pay? Freaking $182.99 for a brand new pair of Yeezy Quantums. These things retail at $300. I think the retail price on these things is way too high, but for a brand new pair, like, it's not freaking used or anything. This is brand new for 180 bucks. Hell yeah. I don't know who in their right mind is selling these things on StockX and losing that amount of money, but hey, I'm happy to pick up the pieces and cop this deal. If you happen to be someone who likes the Yeezy Quantum, maybe check a pair of these things out. Hell, if you're looking around at some of the older colorways as well, some of them are even cheaper. Either way, guys, a brand new pair of Yeezy Quantums in the Miss Slate colorway for 180 bucks. Is that a W or is that an L? Drop it down in the comments, but let's keep it moving. We might as well stick with Yeezys because I got one more Yeezy pickup, and my pair is getting relatively cooked, so I needed me a brand new pair. This is the Yeezy 700 V3 as IL. Listen, if this is the last time that we're gonna see some of these sneakers, like this was probably the last time that we're ever gonna see these things for retail, I'm definitely picking myself up a fresh pair because I've got one and I wear them so often. So in a couple years time, when the whole Adidas and Yeezy collaboration is long gone, I want to be able to have a fresh pair that's not, you know, skyrocketed in resale price, or I have to try and hunt one down. And there's not very many Yeezy sneakers or just sneakers in general that I would double up on. So it just kind of says something about how much I freaking like this pair of shoes. Again, it's one of my favorite Yeezys. Let me know down in the comment section if you managed to get these things on the latest Yeezy day. Maybe you passed up on them or something like that, but let's keep it moving. Oh yes, guys, we finally got a pull tab. This is a pair of shoes that a lot of you guys were messaging me telling me how much of a sleeper this sneaker is. Let's find out. Why I went so high-pitched on that. Is that just an extended voice break? We got a Jordan 1 box. This time, nothing fancy about it, just the regular black and red. Ooh, okay, the material. This is the Jordan 1 Low Atmosphere Gray. Jordan brand is sneaky with it. Look at this freaking midsole. That has a completely different aged effect than I think I've ever seen Nike or Jordan brand use. Like, it actually looks like they've literally painted it on. It's got to be an effect that Jordan brand took from customizers, because I mean, at least the first place I ever saw it done was people on the internet artificially aging out their midsoles. The main thing about this pair of shoes has got to be the freaking material. Freaking ridiculously soft. This is way better than I've felt in a long time for Jordan brand. All over tumbled, and it also feels thick at the same time. Gray leather that you see on here is just kind of cracked leather. You do get some extra laces, which I'll show you guys. That's just all over gray to match the rest of the upper. This is a nice colorway. I mean, is this a sleeper? I don't know. With the amount of Jordan 1s that are sitting, you could arguably say like a lot of the colorways are sleepers, but certainly this is a solid colorway. If you were on the market for a very wearable, just Jordan 1 low that you could rock literally probably year round, all I've got to say is maybe not enough people were talking about this pair of shoes, and when people got them in hand and they're feeling the leather and they're like, damn, this is a sleeper. Maybe. There you have it, guys. That is all the sneakers we got to take a look at today. Now, if you want the full Nike Sneakers Day drop list for this weekend, check that video out over there.